You know what's better than paper? Digital paper. And you know what's better than digital paper? Professional digital paper. This is the reMarkable Paper Pro. I used it for 1 month and I've used the reMarkable II for about 2 years now. And well, it's very hard to say whether these devices are worth it for you or not, but I will try my best. The design is inspired by a stack of paper, which I think is quite a cool and chic idea. It's an idea that feels extremely high quality, even higher quality than an Apple iPad. The entire bag is made out of a single piece of aluminum, interrupted only by small rubber feet, so the reMarkable sits securely on tables. It's only 5.1 mm thin, as much as 50 sheets of paper. That's really impressive and really thin, but it's 0.4 mm more than the reMarkable II, and the new iPad Pro is also 5.1 mm. This takes away a little bit of the wow effect the previous generation had for me. It's also clearly heavier with 150 grams more. This is certainly due to the fact that the display is quite a bit larger, 11.8 inch, not far away from a sheet of paper. reMarkable does not use an LCD or OLED display. This one is called e-ink. It's meant to look like paper. It's hardly reflective and can therefore be read perfectly even in bright sunlight. Even the viewing angles are comparable to real paper. It does not consume any power as long as nothing changes. Only when the content changes, millions of tiny particles rearrange themselves. There's a short flicker and that's it. Therefore, the battery life is sensational. For just casual use, it's about 2 weeks. But if you're using it day to day, it's a little bit less than that. But me personally, when I'm just writing a little bit and reading, I can get to almost 1 month. The reMarkable Paper Pro finally has a display backlight. It's super subtle, but absolutely sufficient to be able to read everything in a relaxed manner in a dark environment. Fun fact, that is 4 nits and the iPad Pro can do 1000 nits. But because the display doesn't light itself, but it's illuminated from the front, it's much easier on the eye than a regular display. Unlike the Kindle Scribe or books, you can't change the light temperature. It is fixed at 4500 Kelvin, which is okay, but in my opinion, something warmer would be nice as well. Furthermore, it annoys me that there's no automatic brightness. I always have to change it manually. Fortunately, this hardly has any effect on the battery. Also a new feature, the display can now show color. It's actually the best color reproduction of any e-ink display right now. Up to 20,000 shades are possible. Compared to an iPad, they look muted and pale, but for e-ink they are quite intense. When using color, it appears black, then turns into the color and then flickers briefly to load. Black is no longer perfectly black, it's rather a very dark blue. And when you move text, it now has a yellow shadow. Although this is the most modern e-ink out there, it's obvious that it could be better. The 229 ppi are okay, but not ideal. The white is slightly less white than on the reMarkable II and other e-ink readers. This may sound very negative, but in everyday life I didn't care at all. Even though I used the black pen 90% of the time, I love being able to highlight things in color now and read comics. 50% of the time I use the reMarkable for reading, and it's awesome how thin and light and large it is. It supports PDF and EPUB. Unfortunately, CBR and Kindle are not supported. You can't buy books directly on the reMarkable, which is inconvenient, but it also makes you independent. It's a double-edged sword. While reMarkable II used plastic, reMarkable Pro is now using a glass display. This is more scratch-proof, and my reMarkable II does have many scratches, but glass can break, and therefore I was much more careful with this device because I was afraid of breaking the front glass. And usually with a notepad you're not too careful, so this was a little bit annoying. Not quite like real paper, but closer than anything else I know. But hear for yourself. The Stylus technology is new. Previously, the Stylus didn't have a battery, but now it does. That's why it has to charge magnetically on the side. It holds super tight and even better with the official case. It recognizes pressure and tilt. The latency is very low at 12 milliseconds. That's why drawing and doodling and writing feels very natural. Despite the display lighting, the layer between the glass and the display is wafer thin. The Kindle Scribe is a little bit worse in this regard. The standard pen does not have an eraser, but I do think it's essential. That's why I had to pay the extra 50 euros to get it. The pen tip wears out over time, but there are 9 replacement tips in the package and you can always buy more. That's everything I have to say about the hardware, but the software is actually quite unique. reMarkable does the software in a way that it does less, so you can do more. You are more focused. There are no distractions. It's the opposite from a smartphone and the absolute opposite from VR glasses. There are no ads, there are no pop-up messages or mails, and there is for sure no TikTok on this device. The software is simply a folder for practically endless sheets of digital paper. Paper on which you can erase and move things without leaving a trace. A paper in which you can zoom and even live stream. There are many templates for music, graphic design, storyboards, weekly planners, diaries and checklists. All of those are well designed and the pens you can choose from also look authentic. You can write with a keyboard, but I do think that the formatting is weird and you can't access Microsoft Word or Google Docs. Handwriting can be converted to text and sent directly by mail. Everything syncs very quickly with the reMarkable app and multiple devices. I now have the luxury of having a reMarkable 2 at home and the Paper Pro in the studio, and it's like magic paper where one thing appears on the other when I write on it. You can drag files onto the reMarkable with the app on your smartphone or computer, and for €3 a month you can link it with Google Drive and other cloud services. I do like the Google Chrome extension plugin. You can send longer articles directly to the reMarkable and read them on your sofa without ads. reMarkable sells it as something positive, that you can do less on this device. But let's be honest, they could never compete with the whole ecosystem of Apple and the iPad and everything it can do with all the apps. So of course it can do less. As much as I appreciate distraction-free work, I often wish I had an internet browser on the reMarkable. My work requires a lot of research and e-ink is actually perfect for just quickly looking something up. You don't want to watch a YouTube video on this thing anyway. But now I'm forced to get on my smartphone and this thing can distract me. The reMarkable Paper Pro is one of these products that you see and you just want it. But is that reasonable? I think many people will buy it and it will lay in one corner after 1 week of use and it will collect dust like crazy. You will never use it again. But other people will use it every single day and they will love it, and it can't be replaced with any other device for them. So it's very hard to say in what category you fall. At the end, you have to benefit from the limitations of this device and not be limited by them. But nevertheless, whatever is the case for you, it is still quite expensive. 650 euros without any extras, but it's more like 800 at the end. So it's quite an expensive device. There is a subscription model, although you don't really need it and it's quite cheap. So yeah, I think this is a very special product, but if you don't need the color and the backlight, you can for sure just buy the reMarkable 2 and you will be very happy with that as well. That's it from this video. See you in the next one. Bye.